Today we're joined by Bradley from Samsung, who's going to tell us more about the S7 and S7 Edge, the very long-awaited and much anticipated. Good to have you with us, Bradley.
Oh, it's always great to be here. Thanks, Nicole.
So what is different with the S7 Edge and the S7 that we haven't seen in the S6?
So, as Samsung usually does, we always make great phones. And this time we've made what we feel is the closest to perfect you can make a smartphone nowadays. So we've taken all the features that people loved out of the S5, namely the water resistance, as well as the fact that you had expandable storage with a micro SD card. Then we've taken all the design, the award-winning design benefits of the S6, and we've pretty much merged those two to make a near perfect device. So you've got an S7 which is IP rating of 68. So that pretty much means that it can be submerged underwater to a depth of 1.5 meters for as long as 30 minutes.
Wow.
We have brought back the expandable storage. So at the top of the device you've got your nano SIM card tray, and that tray accommodates both SIM card and the expandable storage, which then fits up to 200 gigs. So the onboard storage you're looking at about 32, but a combination of 200 gigs additional, definitely you're going to have enough space to store everything that you need on the device.
That's amazing. You can watch videos all day, play
all
games
day,
all day.
day.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So it looks like there's quite a difference between the S7 and the S7 Edge.
Yeah.
Well, physically, if you just look at them, what actually is happening here between the two?
Alright, so S7 being on the left over here, you've got your flat screen with Gorilla Glass 4 on both devices, but with a nice 3D glass, so it really flows quite seamlessly into the aluminium metal, giving you a really comfortable feel.
Okay, and the back has also got this very nice curve over here.
Yeah. So we've adopted that curve that you would have seen on the Note 5, and it just makes the device really comfortable in your hands. So the phone's constantly in our hands, and it needs to be comfortable. So it really makes it a great device to hold. Then moving on to the S7 Edge, obviously this one is a little bit bigger. We've gone from a 5.1 inch display to a 5.5 inch display, with the curve being on the side. So this gives you kind of like a sidebar where you can launch the device just by swiping in from the side there, and you can scroll through multiple different banners, as we call them. You can add up to 9 different banners, so anything from finance news, everyday news, to shortcuts and things like a compass, torch and ruler, even all the standards. And then at the top of the device you'll see over there, that's where your nano SIM card and micro SD card slot go. So it's got the single SIM tray that supports both the nano SIM card as well as the micro SD card that will support up to an additional 200 gigs of storage. So all of that nice and neatly, and people really wanted the expandable storage. We got a lot of feedback saying that that's what people loved about our devices as well. So we have brought it back, and we have listened to the consumer and brought all of that back.
I've heard rumors that there are additional toys that the S7 has introduced that are getting a lot of people very excited. Do you have them here?
I do have a couple of the products here. So the first one that's not necessarily a new product, but what we are really pushing with the S7 is the Gear S2, so that really nice watch, the wearable from Samsung. We've also got the revised version of the Gear VR.
Whoa.
So very similar to last year's product, it's just now been adopted to be compatible with all our products from S6, from a flagship level, S6 and upwards. So S6, S6 Edge, Edge Plus, Note 5, S7 and S7 Edge as well.
So for someone who has no idea what this is, I'm guessing that VR is for virtual reality?
Yeah, so virtual reality pretty much just, it takes you into another world. You've experienced it as well, so it really is something that you can't really explain until you've seen it.
Now, rumor has it that there is some special Samsung camera that's causing some waves in the virtual reality scene. Did you bring it?
I did. So this is the Gear 360. It's the first virtual reality camera that Samsung has introduced. So it's got 2 lenses, front and back, pretty much allowing you to take pictures or record videos in a full 360-degree floor-to-ceiling photo or video that then can be put onto the device and enjoyed in virtual reality. So it allows you to relive those moments anytime you want to. It does take a generic tripod stand insert, so it can be mounted even onto something like a helmet for those adventurous types that want to record everything when they're on a trail, for example.
That is amazing. We're going to find out more about these amazing devices when we chat to Bradley tomorrow to find out about the hardware.